Are you ready? If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya. What's up? I'm awesome. Hello, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, really? Really? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yowie, wowie. Like mom. Baby. It's true. Believe that.
Yes, you are hearing voices in your head, but they are not comforting, nor do they understand. Instead, it's John and Matt of the Two Words Podcast, and welcome everybody to our first show since WrestleMania.
Essentially, yeah.
Man.
Like, been a minute.
Man,
Life.
adults, just being an adult, man.
I was talking about this with our buddy Brandon Blythe, and like we are one fan.
Yeah,
we
could just talk to him, you know.
It's like when we started this, it was like in COVID time. We had all the time in the world.
Oh yeah,
we were watching everything.
yeah.
Talking about everything, and like these days with I have more kids, you have a kid, which
Yeah.
you didn't then.
Yeah.
We both have very full-time jobs now. We barely have time to watch WWE, let alone anything else. Yeah. It's
And
rough.
I think that's really, you know, because we had that conversation. It's like, we couldn't cut this down any further. I know that. Well, and I know before it was, you know, especially before we were doing seasons and it was like during school and that was working. But then I got into school
Yeah.
and, you know, just kids and all sorts of stuff. But we're back and we're doing our best to be here for you. And we are here because it's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
We've gone from WrestleMania to SummerSlam, man.
It went really quick. I forget how close those two are. I keep thinking it's like
it's like a 6 month.
yeah, but it's not. They're the two big pay-per-views next to each other.
Yeah.
And then we have War Games Survivor Series, which is technically one of the big four, but not super.
It's
always like the lesser.
it's the minor of the big four.
And then Royal Rumble again.
Yeah.
And then we're good.
But we have predictions coming up for that. And you know, hey, since we love 2-night WrestleMania so much, we're getting 2-night SummerSlams, and then next year I think it's a 2-night Rumble, isn't it?
I don't think they've actually officially announced
that. I don't know.
But I know that's what's coming.
Yeah, it has.
That one seems to make a little bit more sense because the Rumble takes up a third of the show anyway.
That's fair.
And so to split that up and to have one each night, then we get a few more extra matches. I get that.
You could maybe make the Rumble a more spectacular thing on its own. I get that. So predictions coming up on that. But first, hey yo, Sol Ruca was defeated on last night's Raw, losing her Intercontinental title to Raquel Rodriguez, and Vince Russo is not happy. After the match, Russo went to Twitter saying, I don't know how many times WWE puts a belt on somebody once they come up from NXT, only to take it off of them weeks before. They ever even have an opportunity for it to help them get over. And this actually begs the question, do you actually want Vince Russo to like your product?
I mean,
Like that seems like a barometer. Like, does Vince Russo like it? No. Good.
Right.
Let's keep on going.
you mean the creator of the triple stacked Hell in a Cell? The guy who put the title on David Arquette?
Hey, Royal to Rumble, Ready to Rumble was a masterpiece. They sold Oliver Platt as the Hulk Hogan character.
They
Like
really
that
did.
was
I mean,
that was crazy.
wasn't bad. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to agree with Vince Russo, but I do wish Soul had a longer run with it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I could care less about Raquel Rodriguez holding the title. I've not enjoyed her character in a long time.
I think just because she's always been a background character, though.
Maybe.
She's always been a supporting character, and you're like, I don't know, that woman's like 6'4".
She is. I understand that. She just doesn't have the... To me, anyway, she doesn't seem to give off the aura of a champion. She gives off the aura of a bodyguard.
You know how I think we fix that?
Huh.
We put her against Rhea Ripley for like 3 months.
That would be great. Sure.
Just big meaty women.
You want your 5-star matches? Nah. Bump that.
Bump that. Oh gosh. Yeah. Or do what you did with China and make her like the bodyguard for Dominic Mysterio, which they kind of did, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, make someone really skeevy by hiding behind Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah. I will say there was something special about the China era because there were so few opportunities for women at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You only had the one women's championship. There was nothing else. And so when they decided, let's have her win the Intercontinental Championship, that was a huge thing. I remember really marking out about that back then. That gave her presence. It's like, in the women's division, she might just be like this background bodyguard character. That's because she's on tier with the men's division. Yeah. That was pretty neat.
Well, and I do love Jericho's take on that because I think he was in an interview and they were talking about it and it was like, they came up to him and was like, hey, would you be okay with China challenging you for the Intercontinental title? And he's like, only if she wins. Because I'm not going to be the guy that beat up a woman on Raw. I'm not going to do that. So she can win. I'm fine with getting beaten up by her. I don't care. But that's not me. But yeah, I think, I do sort of agree with Vince Russo's take on this. And unfortunately,
hey,
you do see
even
that
a broken
lot.
Clock.
I mean, it is what it is.
AO Busted Open Radio promises no changes to their show even after WWE bought the Sirius XM radio channel that they're on and then immediately made a whole bunch of changes. Sirius XM's wrestling channel was officially rebranded from Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 to WWE Radio on July 27th, bringing Busted Open Radio and other shows under WWE's control now. Host Dave, I don't know how to say his last name, Lagresa, something like that, had assured fans that the shows would stay exactly the same. The exact same shows that you know and love. But that claim quickly ran into pushback from skeptical fans after WWE was taking over. AEW star Thunder Rosa, who was a Busted Open co-host, was immediately gone. They have not been able to mention AEW. I think it was Revolution that they had this past weekend. Hasn't been able to mention anything about AEW, including their big pay-per-view they just had.
Including having Mick Foley bark.
I guess.
Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen anything yet. I'll watch.
Keep on, and I will.
Okay.
I will. Yeah, because we need to talk about that as well.
Okay, cool. And there's a whole lot more. Redemption, that's what it was, not Revolution. But yeah, there's just seems to be WWE or TKO is going to TKO here and pretend like AEW doesn't exist.
Yeah, you know what's so funny to me about Busted Open and all these. You had guys like Big Show and Mark Henry, and they were like the big WWE loyalists that moved over to AEW and were like, finally, we're a part of something, real.
Yeah.
Finally, we're a part of something that respects us and cares for us. And WWE didn't respect us, and they didn't want us around, and da-da-da-da. And then, now it's like, oh, WWE is the greatest thing that's ever existed. I can't imagine anybody thinking that WWE is not, And
I don't know how much of that is something that AEW's asking them to say.
It could
because
be.
it feels a lot like Eric Bischoff convincing Medusa to throw the title in the garbage, even though she really didn't want to on live TV.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the feeling that it gets. We know WWE has its plethora of problems, but in the end, nearly everybody wants to be. It's just like America, man. America might have all kinds of problems that we're complaining about all the time, but you know what? Everybody in the world wants to be here.
Yeah. This is the show, man. This is it. I'd be very interested just overall long term what that does to Busted Open because like Bully Ray has never been like anti WWE, but he's never been pro WWE either.
Right. Like how far will this go? Will this keep them from being critical of WWE?
They always seem to be very real about their opinions at least. So
I am worried for the platform.
I didn't have it written down, but since you brought up Redemption, so Divine Dominion, which is the women's tag champions in AEW.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
They had this background, this backstage segment, and they told Mick Foley to bow down, and he got on his knees and started barking like a dog. And everybody's like, "Hey, that's freaking weird. Why would you? This is better. This is better than AEW. Like, I'm just gonna come out and say it. How much do you have to hate Donald Trump to leave WWE and be like, I'll go bark in AEW? And so everybody's like, hey, that's weird. Why would you do this to my boy Mick Foley? And he posted on his Instagram this morning, a slight misunderstanding. Divine Dominion told me to bow down, not bow wow. My bad. I'll just show you the video in a minute because, like,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What are they doing to my Mick Foley, man? Mick, what are you doing, man? You should just. You don't need. Why are you back? You don't need to be back.
You need to do this.
You've done more than enough for wrestling. Don't ruin it. Don't be the next
Go enjoy
Ric
being a
Flair.
mall Santa, man. You did it. You know, do you remember when he was on like Celebrity Trading Spouses?
Yes.
And
That's like the only episode of that I've ever watched.
Yeah, and it was his wife got swapped for Enrique Iglesias' wife.
It was a very uncomfortable show.
Man.
I think all of the episodes are probably uncomfortable, but I've never seen any of them. But that just felt. Yeah.
Man, 2000s television. Sort of miss it, you know.
TV a little bit.
Hey yo, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage have added another tag title to their legendary careers and have proven that the old guard of wrestling fan is a dying breed. On the May 27th episode of AEW Dynamite, Cope and Cage celebrated their victory by bringing back the 5-second pose.
Oh, that's cool.
And it seemed like all of the wrestling streamers that like stream during the episodes, a lot of them were like, is this a bit that they do?
Oh no.
Is this
That makes me feel old.
what is that? And,
I mean,
and
it's
legitimately,
been a while.
Who was the guy that we interviewed?
Deporticus?
Yes. He was one of them. It was like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's barely,
And that's and again, fair. Like, if you weren't there, I'm not blaming you for not getting it. But somebody was like, "How do you not know this?" And he goes, "Sorry, I'm not old."
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
And I'm like, okay,
he's
fair
young,
enough.
and he's only been into wrestling for I think 3 years at this point.
You know, but like, to me, it made me realize, and I know that like I wasn't really all there during that. Like, I was aware of it happening at the time, but you know, even I'm just like, oh, like the old guard has now left. But yeah, did you see the segment?
No, but
it
I'll
was
have
great.
to watch it now,
They
yeah.
went to go do the 5-second pose, and it was like, well, there's no flash photography, and I think it was Edge was like, I have an idea. He goes, I've got something just for this. And he pulls out a giant bag from another ring. And he's like, 30 years ago, I bought all of the disposable cameras I could find. And he just dumps disposable cameras and starts tossing them out into the ring. It's like, just find somebody that can show you how to use it.
Okay. Yeah. That's going to be fun. I want to see that.
And I will tell you, on to the subject of flash photography, I'm starting to think that maybe the invention and the advent of camera phones has really sort of ruined an aesthetic of sports and sports entertainment.
I would agree with that.
Because like you watch old Super Bowls or you watch old WrestleManias, and there's all these like flashing lights at kickoff and all this stuff, and now it's just like a bunch of people with their phones.
Yeah, that
And there's
aspect,
no flashing and like
that
I don't know.
aspect of sports events, lighters at concerts.
Yeah.
Two things that were very overwhelming, especially when you're there, as this is like a quintessential part of this event.
Yeah.
Disappeared, and it's weird. I mean, the Fireflies thing is fun. You know, the thing that,
Yeah.
and that's what they've been doing at concerts now for years. That's fun and all, and you're not burning your thumbs. I
Yeah.
get it. But there was something special about
You-
these different things.
You just had to be there, you know?
Yeah.
It's part of a bigger complaint that I've had several times on this show of like, we're trying to clean things up visually so much. I'm like, I don't know. I sort of liked the flash photography. I sort of liked the lighters and the flash photography and like the crazy signs and the weird I don't know.
We got pyro back.
We did get
They
pyro
took
back.
pyro away from us, thinking, "Oh, we'll just do lights and CGI things up there." But they were like, "No, people need the fireworks."
Can't do that.
It'd be like replacing all fireworks shows on 4th of July with drone shows. I
Yeah.
want a drone show. I don't want it in place of the fireworks show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where a lot of
where we might
things
be
are
heading.
going. That's where we're heading.
That's where we might be
You
heading.
could do some cool things with drones. I'm not saying you can't.
You can't. Sure.
But fireworks are a different thing, man. AO, WWE is planning to increase its use of AI despite fans hating it. According to Worked Wrestling, WWE plans to keep increasing its use of AI-generated content going forward, both on and off screen. The company is well aware of the negative online reception of its AI use in match graphics, promotional posters, and other materials, but plans to continue increasing it anyways. There was AI-looking WrestleMania match graphics that changed design week to week, unnatural texture in video packages. We all remember El Grande Americano's terrible video packages that were all very clearly AI. AI-generated PLE posters. One of them said Minnesota on it, and I didn't catch it until after they showed it on TV. The only thing that we can be grateful for is currently they're not using it to write storylines. Yet. They are using it to analyze storylines and fan reception to see which directions they're going.
See, they keep saying that, but I don't understand how they're gauging fan reception
I have no idea.
using AI.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't really make any sense to me. To me, when I see something that is AI, and it's not at all hard to figure that out.
Right.
It's getting better in video, but like, you know, when I see somebody who's made up a flyer for their event,
It's
and
very
it's
easy to
very
tell.
obviously AI, I'm like, you know what? This is actually to me the same as, hey, I know you went in and just found some clip art in Word and put it on there. And honestly, I'd almost prefer you did that.
Right.
You know, to prove that you like did something to try to get me to do this. It just makes me think, because like you said, I think the big crux of the whole issue is they're well aware that everybody hates it.
Yeah.
And they're like, That's fine. Right. We're going to keep doing it, though.
Right. Well, I feel like that's the general consensus of all AI related things.
Yeah.
Is like nobody really likes it.
Yeah.
But it's not going away, so we're just going to all keep doing it.
We use the funniest thing to me is when people use AI generated images to bash AI generated images. Mm-hmm. It's like AI uses a lot of water, and they're like making all these water. I'm like, this is an AI this is obviously an AI generated image. Why you just look at it, you know? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It reminds me of the episode of The Office where Pam is telling Michael not to date her mom. He's like, I'm going to date her even harder. Like,
what does that mean? You know what it means.
You know what it means. Like, what? That's it. We hate that you use AI. Well, now I'm going to use AI even harder.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing.
But I think it's really just a means to an end of getting away from AI, because eventually it's going to be everyone's using AI and the outsiders are going to be the ones going like, hey, we made this ourselves. And it'll ebb and flow.
I don't know if that's the outcome or if it's going to be AI eventually does get so good that it's impossible to tell.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you look at the curve of just how good AI is done, and it's like it's going straight up now.
Yeah.
Like every couple months, it's doubling its power and ability, what it can do, how good it looks. I'm thinking in 2 years' time, we're not going to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
It's
maybe.
not going to be plainly obvious.
Maybe.
At least not all of it. There's going to be tools that exist that are good enough. There's still going to be slop all the time because you're going to use the lesser models or the lesser, cheaper things, whatever. That's always going to exist just like it does now in any other facet. But there's going to be the heavy hitters that are like, hey, we've cracked it.
Yeah.
Impossible to tell if this is made by a human or not. I think we're close.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Can it ever reach a point where it's going to be just as good as a room full of writers or a professional creator? Unfortunately, I think,
Maybe.
I think we'll get there. And I think it's not going to be long from now. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of replacing all of these jobs or most of these jobs. I just don't know.
Technology has just done such a weird thing where we forget what it was like to not have it. Mm-hmm. And there was something I saw the other day. This guy was like, oh, imagine you had to use a cell phone from the year you were born. And the creator, I was like, oh man, there wasn't an iPhone in 2005. And I'm like, let's go back a little further.
I'm pretty sure the first time I even saw one of those like portable phones that you had to like plug into your car's
like the
light
cigarette
socket.
lighter?
Yeah. And it was like a phone still in a bag. And that was like the first cell phones.
The bag phone.
Like that came out, I think, in around the 90s, early 90s, when my dad had that for his radio station.
I remember we got one of those, and I remember thinking, why? Mm-hmm. Why do people need to reach us while we're driving?
I can remember 2 times ever having to use it. And I don't think we had to use it. I think it just became convenient in that moment.
I think the only time I ever actually used it was to call somebody and be like, hey, you'll never believe what I'm doing. You know.
Now, we never had one of the brick phones, those giant, really, really huge things that Zach Morris had on Saved by the Bell. Never had one of those. But, man.
It reminds me of the Joshua Johnson bit where he's like, I don't think people understand. Because I tried to communicate to somebody, internet used to come on a CD-ROM in the mail. That's how we got internet. That was the internet. It mailed to us. But yeah, so I mean, I think that eventually AI will just sort of be the standard. But I also think sort of ebbing and flowing, and it will rise, but at a point it will go back away.
Yeah,
and
maybe. We'll see.
I don't know.
Maybe that's when giant EMP knocks out all of America's power.
Could be. I mean, we've got plenty of television shows about it.
On the other hand, I watched iRobot the other day for the first time in over a decade, and I'm like, oh man, we're like 5 years away from when this is set, and I think we're on track.
We are pretty on track for iRobot. And honestly,
I don't know.
it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool until the robots take over, you know. Just need to make sure Will Smith's still alive. That's all we need. Keep him alive. Protect him. We need him. He's got experience.
We need just one person to hate all robots, and that's what it is. Well, moving on, we have SummerSlam.
Oh, hey, before we dive into that,
talk to me.
I have something special.
Okay.
We do have SummerSlam coming up. And since they're making it into as big of a deal as WrestleMania these days, you might be hosting a party, you know? If you're hosting a party, you might have a buffet of different foods. And as John and I have talked about many times, John loves the idea of naming different foods, wrestling puns.
Yeah, I love them.
And
I love them.
Our buddy Brandon Blythe, who we talked about earlier, has been concocting a giant list full of wrestling pun ideas. So I'm not going to go through all of them, but I want to breeze through a couple of these.
Is
and get
Hulk Hoagie's on there?
It is. Hulk Hoagie's is right here. I'll skip the drinks, but
that is a really big list.
it's huge. Yeah, it goes well. So we got the chicken wing generals, the dirty Domino's pizzas. I believe in sloppy Joe Henry. JBLT, Junkyard Hot Dogs, Mark Brisket, Meatball Mike Bailey's, MJF's Chicken Middle Fingers. Let's see. Rob Van Ham Sandwiches. Slam Burger Sliders. Yeah, that's doing suplex sliders. Yeah. Adam Coleslaw, baby. Cesaro Salad. Romaine Reigns. Let's see. Alberto Doritos. Boston Crab Dip. Bret Hartichoke Dip. Guac Lesnar. Rhea Dipley, Wyatt 6-layer Fiend Dip. Let's see. Shano Mac and Cheese. Loaded Devon Spudleys. Undertater Tots. I love that. Vader Salad. The Great Cauliflower. If you have a vegetable snack tray. Hardcore Jalapeno Poppers. Pickled. Spears. Yeah, okay. I got that one. Bianca Eclairs for dessert. Brutus Cheesecake. Cinnamon Rolls. CM Pumpkin Pie. D-Lo Brownies. Enzo's Asmore. Fudge Mint Day Cookies. JD McDonuts. Liv Smorgans. RKO meal cookies. Soft serve ice cream.
Gosh, I do miss Enzo Amore.
Corn swoggle. I don't know, just corn, I guess.
Because it would just be corn.
Macho Man Randy Cabbage. Kenny O'Megarlic bread. King of the Onion Rings. Lucha Bros nachos. Yeah. People's Elbow macaroni. Just random macaroni hanging around. It's just a bowl of macaroni. Look, sometimes the joke is worth the bad food. So wonton bombs. Wontons. I like that. Yeah. He's got a whole list. He'll share it with you if you want.
Love that.
Just a classic Superman punch. You got to have that.
That's good. Good. I love it.
But he shared this with us. Ongoing list. He's been hosting AEW watch parties lately. And really wants us to get on the idea. I thought about maybe we hire a couple other guys to do AEW predictions.
I mean,
You know,
I get
Like
we get it.
they do that on other, like on YouTube channels for this.
Yeah.
They have the guys that do the WWE stuff, guys that
Yeah.
do the AEW stuff.
We
I don't
could.
know. I don't know. Let's fun. If
Could you-
you're an AEW mark and you've got a podcast set up, record a pilot, you know, for the next AEW thing. Send it our way. You never know. We might trash it, but it might be good enough that we're like, hey, you send us the AEW stuff. We'll put it out there.
Just know that we're also going to record a podcast in Groucho Marx glasses. It's just those like knit beard beanies, you know, just
Pat and Sean. Oh, turn this to blue or something. Yeah, we'll get it.
that'd be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. Well, we do hope that if you enjoy food and drink responsibly this SummerSlam season. And moving on. We do have SummerSlam coming up, and it is the biggest SummerSlam ever, I guess.
Probably.
I mean, it's the most matches.
Is it more than last year?
There was only one night last year, wasn't
No,
it?
it was 2 nights last year.
Was it two?
This is the second year they've
This is
done
the
it.
worst.
But I
Okay,
think,
fair enough.
But I think it's more
It's probably
because they're
more.
doing 6. I'm pretty sure last year they did 5 and 6, and this year it's 6 and 6.
And I'm just going to go off of what you sent me as to which days are which.
That is the official WWE list. So I'm pretty sure those are going to stick.
Okay.
But just as a reminder, since we didn't have shows, we had a prediction show for the PLE after WrestleMania where I just basically quickly came and gave our predictions. And then we didn't get to do a show at all last week. But for the last show, which was what? What was the last one? I don't remember what it was called now.
It was King of the Ring, wasn't it?
Was it King of the Ring? It was King of the Ring.
Yeah.
That's right. The only match that John and I had different was Obafemi versus Jey Uso.
Yes.
And I had predicted that Uso was going to win because I know Obafemi is going to be facing Brock Lesnar for the final match at SummerSlam. I know they're going to do that. They're not going to postpone that past SummerSlam. SummerSlam's the show here.
Yeah.
And they decided to spit in my face, let Obafemi win, and still not give him the title shot, and still make him face Brock Lesnar. So
They'll get
I was
something later.
technically right, and I still lost.
Yeah.
So
Which is
John,
the worst kind of losing.
It is. So John is the title holder right now.
It's like when you were a kid playing sports and it's like, I'm just glad you did your best. And it's like, I did my best and I still lost? That sucks. You just mean this is as good as it gets,
This
I
is
guess.
as good as
I
it
don't know.
gets, y'all.
Well, so we'll just kind of Saturday night.
Okay.
The 6-person tag team matches.
Yeah, it's weird they put them both on the same night.
Yeah.
Kind of hate when they do that.
So we have a 6-woman tag team match. The Bellas and Paige versus Fatal Influence. Mm-hmm. We got to come up with better names for women's tag matches or for women's tag teams. They're so bad.
Yeah. So I go first now.
I
since
forget
I'm not the-
who's in Fatal Influence.
They're all recent call-ups, right, from NXT?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know them either.
You just give your...
All I know is that they put the title on them immediately.
Oh,
like they
yeah,
always do.
I don't have any idea who these people are. JC Jane, Fallon Henley, and Lainey Reed.
Yeah, I know JC Jane. Anyways, yeah, it's a non-title match. So, for that reason, it's also the return of the injured Bella twin. It's going to be Bellas and Paige that win.
Yeah.
This is meant to further the rivalry, I'm assuming. Probably eventually going to put the titles back on the Bellas properly since they didn't get to do it properly because of the injury. Probably only for like one rotation. Like they'll probably lose it again at the next pay-per-view. But
Yeah.
they want to do that for nostalgia reasons. Give the Bellas another title.
No, I'd agree with that. I would also pick the Bellas.
Yeah.
Just because, again, I mean, you're not going to have the Bellas and Paige come out and lose to whoever these ladies are. No
I'm
offense to
sure
them.
they're
just
lovely, talented ladies.
No, they're probably great.
We just don't know them enough to care.
Nobody knows them enough. Because we're still in that, especially with the women's division, we still have this very aggressive loyalty towards the past.
Yeah.
Even though there was such this movement to destroy everything that was the past in the women's division. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's weird that they keep trying to co-opt the Bellas into that, because the
Bellas were the last grandstand of the Divas.
They were
division.
solidly in the Divas thing. They had a show called Total Divas.
Yeah,
like it was, it was the Diva era for them. They were fantastic athletes.
Do you know how many women I know that when I say something about wrestling, like, "Oh, I used to love watching Total Divas," and I'm like, "Sure,
of course you did." And then Total Bellas after that.
That was Total Bellas, yeah. The show that made us start to realize, hey, maybe John Cena's not a fun person. Yeah. And now you're just like, oh, John Cena, could you just say one thing that you believe?
He's trying to be all people, all things to all people, just all the time. Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have a six-man tag team match. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys versus Jacob Fatu and the Usos. I guess the new bloodline. And this one I have a hard time figuring out.
Me too. I feel like maybe Knight, Solo, and Keys need the win more, but I also feel like the bloodline's still going to win. I feel like, and this will be brought up later again with Roman's match, but I feel like they're building that bloodline kingdom again, and they can't really have a heavy loss at the moment for the storyline. So I really think the bloodline's going to win. And I think that eventually Solo Sikoa is going to be beaten back into submission, just like they did for Jacob Fatu. Like he's going to be brought under the bloodline once again. And I don't think that's going to happen here, but I think he is going to lose. Yeah. I think he is going to realize he's facing a bigger challenge than he thinks he is. Which sucks, because I want Royce Keys and LA Knight to win. I could care less about Solo Sikoa winning. Yeah. But I want the other two to win, so I hope they at least have a very good showing. I'm sure they will. But, yeah, ultimately, and maybe it'll be shenaniganery that does it. Yeah. But I think Bloodline wins here. This would be an easy match for you to pick the other side, though. Because I really, truly don't know. Yeah, and so I think I'm going to, mostly because I think that like with, and I say this all the time and I'm wrong, but like we got to do something with Royce Keys. Yes. Or goodness gracious. I mean they really, I think they ruined their his momentum coming out of Royal Rumble. Like they could have really shot him out of a cannon, and they didn't. And also, like, someday LA Knight's going to win another match. I would love it. And maybe here is just the place. But I mean, I don't know. I think that I don't think that the new bloodline needs it as much as LA Knight and Royce need it. Probably. Just as far as momentum goes. Yeah. No, I agree with you, and I agree with all that. And I don't think they need. I don't think the bloodline needs to win per se, but I do think WWE thinks the bloodline needs to win. Yeah, and that's sort of fair. Betting odds for that one is, I don't have betting odds on everything, but betting odds on that one is the new bloodline minus 300. And that means they are likely to win, right? Yeah. I still don't understand. No, I don't. I grew up Southern Baptist. That's the just saying that was not a good thing for me to do. But I mean, that's sort of where they stand on that one. So you're gonna pick the new bloodline, and I will go with Solo Night Keys. All righty.
Gunther and Nick Aldis.
You shared your thoughts with me on this yesterday.
Last night we talked about this a little bit. And I think that you made a valid point. So the point, what I made the point of saying is, I don't really understand why right now they do something like this.
Yeah.
And your response was, back in the Attitude Era, we did this a lot.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter that the GM lost almost every time, it was a good, we set up these stories. But in the day and age that we have them now, especially because especially now where you're like, yeah, we don't actually need a GM because they're not actually the GMs of
right. They're characters.
They're characters along.
We don't have authority figures on screen anymore, and so they are the authority.
Yeah.
We need someone who can make decisions.
It's just sort of weird to me that this is what's going to happen, or this is the match that's taking place. And the only explanation I can come up with in my mind is they're using this match to set up something for Gunther at a later time.
Quite possibly.
Which means that I think there will be some shenaniganery. So
quite possibly there too, yeah.
But nobody believes Gunther's minus 1,500. There is a 90.
Yeah.
The betting odds are that there's a 98% chance he wins this match.
100%. Gunther is going to win this match. Gunther cannot lose here. But I don't know if anybody remembers All In 2019. Do you remember that?
Remember it?
Nick Aldis versus Cody Rhodes for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Was a killer match.
Yeah.
That's only 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis, I know, hasn't really wrestled in a long time now.
It's been 3 years.
But I'm wondering if that wasn't always a part of his contract coming in. Eventually he gets to wrestle here and there.
Yeah.
And this was the first opportunity to do that. And I think they built the story up fine enough.
Yeah.
Of this disagreement that just keeps escalating and escalating. But yeah, I think this is meant to be a filler match, slightly fun match. It's going to be better than you think it is.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis is going to perform very, very well.
Yeah, because everybody is trying to do this Nick Aldis is old. Nick Aldis is washed up. He hasn't wrestled. He's a year older than Gunther.
Right. Yeah, it's a farce.
He's 39 years old.
But I honestly thought we'd eventually see a Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce match.
That would be a great. Oh gosh, that'd be so. You could do so much.
Do that at Survivor Series. Where it's always Raw versus SmackDown anyway. Let's do that. That would be fun.
So I am going to take a huge swing.
Oh no!
I'm going to take a huge swing, and here's why.
Okay.
I think that this Gunther running through everybody, while we've only seen it 3 times, is starting to run its course.
Okay.
And it's funny because the other night on SmackDown, he was like, let me run you through a list of names. This is a terrible Gunther impression, by the way. He's awesome.
Run you through a list of names.
he's like, let me run you through a list of names. Goldberg, John Cena, AJ Styles. They've all been retired. Okay, that's not. I mean,
that's a small list.
There's 3 people.
That's a post-it note of names.
At best. Let me run you through all of the names, and he just lists 3 people. I had one of the first times that I had ever gone up to Albuquerque to see my wife when we were dating. We went to dinner with one of her friends.
Yeah.
And one of her friends had said something about being a musician, and we started talking about a musician. And I said, oh, what do you play? And her response was, what don't I play? And then she named 3 different instruments. And I was like, that's
quite a few things.
That's not all of the instruments.
Isn't it though, John?
You know, so that's kind of what it reminded me of. But
Harmonica,
yeah,
triangle, hitting the back of a guitar like a drum.
Yeah.
What don't I play?
What don't I do? I can do that little thing where you put it in your mouth and it goes wow. So you know, they do this whole thing, but I think that whole thing has run its course.
Okay.
For me, it has personally, and at some point we have to believe that Gunther is going to lose against a big time opponent. What I think there's a huge chance of happening is some sort of shenaniganery comes in
With his like next opponent.
with his next opponent,
rivalry.
of course, yeah. And Nick Aldis wins
Because
by
of that.
shenaniganery.
That's quite
and
possible.
Makes Gunther so viscerally angry, you know.
Now I hope that is what happens. That sounds fun.
I'm certain it's not. But you know,
Whenever we have a really good idea, it's never what happens.
this is about chances here, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm going against the odds are bad enough against Nick Aldis. I'm like, I'm gonna bet $1 on this and just see what happens. Like, I'm gonna go $100. Not actually gonna do that, everybody. But I think it'll be a much better match than.
Yeah.
Or it'll be, 15 seconds.
Right.
And Gunther squashes and
Right.
we move on.
It very well could be that.
You know, and then like, where do you go with Nick Aldis? He doesn't just go back to like, all right, I guess I'll just go back to being the GM of SmackDown.
I think he does. If he loses, I think he does. And I think
And he has no leverage over Gunther.
Gunther holds it over his
there's-
head. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think happens.
Maybe that's what it is. Is he beats Nick Aldis and Nick Aldis is so afraid of Gunther gets whatever he wants.
Maybe.
It could be.
Dang it. The more you say that, though, the more I think, yeah, you're right. If Aldis wins, then he's got that little card to play on Gunther at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make whatever match you want, Gunther.
Yeah.
Sure.
Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan against Io Sky. And that kills me every time I have to say Io Sky, because Io Shirai was such a cooler name.
It was. This is an easy one.
You
For
think?
me. Yeah.
Okay.
Morgan just hit 100 days as champion. I think she's been lauded as like the lead of this generation of women that's coming up.
As well she should be.
As well she should be. I think the rematch with Stephanie Vaquer is where she loses it, and that's not going to be for a while because Vaquer's still out, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be WrestleMania before she drops it, almost
Fair
certainly. So I think if she even drops it then, but I think that's when the rematch happens, is at WrestleMania. So I think she's holding on this title for a good while.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a fantastic match. Might be the best women's match that we have in the whole pay-per-view, but or PLE. But I think Morgan's going to win.
I think it's the only other women's match.
Well, we
have.
got the
There's the 6 women.
ladder
Oh no,
match.
there's the ladder match.
and
Okay.
the 6 women. Yeah, the ladder match
don't-
could be really good.
I don't know. Women's ladder matches never turn out. And I
They're
don't know
never-
if it's
yeah,
a
they're
time.
not-
It's
yeah.
not a talent thing. I don't
Right.
know what it is, but I would go with Morgan as well. I don't think that. I would say keep Liv Morgan with the title as long as you can.
Fans love her. She's a draw. It's good.
And you're still somehow spreading out the women's division though too. It's not like when we had Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch, or Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey, or Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch, or Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. Like
Right.
we all remember that time.
Right.
There's different opponents moving forward, and so but I do think that this is sort of the last time we see Io Sky in that position for a little bit.
Almost
We're gonna move her
certainly.
somewhere else.
yeah.
Hell in a Cell, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. This is The odds on this are hilarious. Obafemi minus 2,000.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar plus 700. It is a 95% chance probability
Yeah.
that Obafemi wins.
Almost certainly. This is the third of the trilogy here that is, I think, clearly designed to put Obafemi into the new powerhouse role. Like he is the new Brock Lesnar. He is going to be the next destroyer who just comes in and lays everybody flat and walks out.
I think I text you this every single time. But it was just like, whatever it is, Obafemi's got it.
Yeah.
Like, already got it.
Mm-hmm. And he's got one up on Brock Lesnar.
Obafemi, to me, he has made me realize that I have not really enjoyed a wrestling match in a long time. I'm like, I really enjoy watching you. Like, this is amazing. He's got, and it's not just, how powerful he looks, but like, he's not just good at looking like a winner. He's also really good at looking like a loser. Like, I genuinely thought Jey Uso was beating him.
Yeah.
He's got the facial expressions and the way he turns his body. I'm like, whatever it is, he has got it.
Yeah. Like he's as a powerhouse, he's got one up on Brock Lesnar in that he has a personality. Yeah. Like Brock Lesnar has always just been the stoic guy. Yeah. And you want him to be that because we've heard him on the mic these last few weeks. Look at here, bud. I'm gonna whoop your can. Like he sounds like a high schooler. Let Paul Heyman talk, gosh, dude. Stop it. I don't want to remember you like this. This is your last match, and I want you to go out quiet, homie.
It's almost as bad as the first time you remember hearing. Wasn't Joey Styles? It was Jamie Noble. Because I remember they did an intervention for Seth Rollins and Jerry and Big Show did his thing and whoever, and then Jamie Noble got up and was like, Seth. It's like, oh guys.
But Obafemi's voice, along with his accent and everything, really, it's intimidating. Yeah,
Brock Lesnar does have that Minnesotan.
He really does.
Put some bass in your throat, he is a great white northerner, man.
Pretend it. It's acting, man. You can add a little bass in there.
But at the same time, I've heard a lot of people in like MMA industry, they're like, Brock Lesnar is the apex predator of the earth.
I'm sure.
Like he is.
Physically, 100%.
He is the one we put in trial by combat with other worlds. Like that, he's the best we've got.
Should a battle world scenario ever come to reality, we are putting forward Brock Lesnar. Oh man.
Exactly. Then finally, on Saturday night, undisputed WWE Championship, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. You're sighing already.
I don't know. The two main events, I just feel like are too easy to call. We're not going to get any swerves here, I don't think. Punk's going to win this. It's way too early to take it off him. He won it.
Yeah.
A day ago, it was not even at a PLE. He's won it in between PLEs.
They just needed to get it off of Sami Zayn.
Right. They're not going to give it to him. Sami Zayn was essentially a transitional title holder.
And so obviously won, sad.
They're not going to give it to another transitional title holder and make CM Punk that. Like, CM Punk's holding on to this for a while, and I think this rivalry with Cody Rhodes is probably just starting. And I think it's going to get more intense to the point where I think Cody Rhodes might turn like full heel. Like he's been teasing it off and on.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a full heel Cody Rhodes eventually. But I think Punk wins.
Here's how I know that this match is not like meant to. There's no way they're like swerving and taking the title off of Punk. And here's how I know. Because Cody Rhodes is not treating this match like a championship match at SummerSlam. Like he goes on, and I know that because he went on Fallon And when Fallon asked, have you seen the interview with Fallon?
No.
Oh, he went on Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon, they were talking, and Jimmy Fallon was like, well, do you have anything you'd like to say to CM Punk? He goes, we got a camera right there. And Cody Rhodes is like, you just want me to straight down the pipe it to Punk? And he's like, yeah, say whatever you got to say. And Cody Rhodes looks in the camera and goes, good evening. At 4 o'clock this morning, we are going to launch the largest aerial attack in the history of the United States military. And he does the entire speech from Independence Day.
Wow.
He goes, this is the time we say we will not go quietly into the night. It was like, that's how you know, like, he doesn't,
Yeah.
he didn't care.
Okay.
He's,
That's interesting.
he just gives the entire Independence Day speech.
Wow.
And not well either, I might add. Like, you know, it wasn't Bill Pullman, but I cannot think of the guy's name that. No, it was Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. It wasn't Bill Paxton.
Wasn't
People
Bill
always think it's Bill
Paxton?
Paxton. Yeah, Bill Pullman.
Because neither one of them are even remotely alike, except for Bilp.
Except for, Bill.
Bilp.
That's the funniest thing you've said in a long time. Except for, Bill.
Bilp. Bilp.
That's so funny. That's really funny. Say it at home if you haven't said it yet out loud. It's fun to say.
I've got a 2-hour drive with my wife tonight. I'm just gonna be Bilp. I'm gonna start laughing and she's gonna go, what's so funny? And I'm gonna go, Bilp.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I mean, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Obviously,
All
that
day.
does it for Saturday night. Sunday, I don't need to talk about all these matches, so I'm going to lightning round a couple of them.
Okay, that's fine.
Undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders match: Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. I'm taking Finn Balor.
Yeah. Same here. As surprised I was that Sammy won the title, I don't think he's staying in the main event picture at all. I still think he's eventually going to be folded into the bloodline again. That's been my mantra for the last few of these that we've done, is like they're going to beat Sammy down. So they gave him this high rise, and now they're going to beat him down again. They gave him the taste of it, and then they ripped it out of his hands. So I don't even think him winning the title was technically a victory in his eyes, because they ripped it away from him so quickly. So yeah, eventually he's also going to be folded back into the bloodline. He's got to be.
That's good to learn. It's also good to learn you don't know what lightning round means.
Well, I have notes. You can lightning round all you want, but like I got notes here.
Fine, you give your commentary. Intercontinental Championship match: Penta versus Chad Gable. I think it's going to be a good match, but I think it's going to be Gable all the way.
Yes, man. And I think it's earned. It's well deserved at this point. This has been a good.
He spent so much time. I mean, he should not have put over El Grande Americano. That should not have worked. I think that was a punishment, and he turned it into. I don't think he should have been able to make. I don't think that when they pitched that, they were like, "This is going to be the biggest thing. This is going to be like the second biggest thing in wrestling for a year and a half."
Probably.
And I know that Kaiser, I keep wanting to say Kaiser Soze, but that's not. That's
The Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name either.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig.
I know that he has done, he's done the other half of the legwork.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think that El Grande Americano should have worked, and it did. And I think that they should reward him for that.
Sure. I agree. Yeah. I think they are. Like, I think that it was done so well. Like, it was as happy as I am about like Danhausen now. I was geeking out about El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
You got me a mask.
I did.
For Christmas. It's down here and all my stuff.
Fantastic. Doesn't fit either one of our heads.
Yeah, it doesn't fit at all. But because there's no enclosure in the back. Should have been Velcro, but it didn't. But that's fine. But anyway, I really think, now's the time. Let's build Chad Gable back up to the at least mid-card main eventer that he was.
Yeah. I think it's great. Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio.
I can't wait.
This is gonna be a fun. I
Can't wait.
I think the winner is us.
Yeah, the winner is the people. I'm picking Danhausen just because
Yeah.
he's the hot ticket right now.
At some point, does Danhausen have to do something serious?
No, never. I don't think he does. Do I think the current gimmick eventually wears thin? Sure. Something has to change, but I don't think he ever has to be serious because his character really never has been. In fact, I take that back. There was a couple times that he's had to be like full evil Danhausen,
Yeah.
and no one cares about that.
Yeah.
Like it's not who he is. It's not who we want. But I do need more variety already.
Yeah.
We can't keep having the mini Housens.
Yeah.
We got to have different gimmicks.
Mini Housens is sort of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just had him again.
You watch some guys and you're like, you're never going to be WWE champion. And I don't think you want to be.
Right.
And I think you're aware of that.
Yeah. I think he wants to be doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think he's doing it to a level that he's never been able to do it before.
Yeah.
And I bet he's just as surprised as everybody else that it is the hottest thing in wrestling.
I don't know how this is happening.
Dude got a blimp, man.
It just makes me feel like that, that imposter kind of thing. But then, like the reveal at the end of the Good Place episode 1 is like, that's not me.
Right.
I don't know how I got here, and I'm just gonna try to hang on. You know.
I feel like Danhausen found a genie lamp. Like, just how is everything going so well?
How are you working? You know.
But I love every minute I see it.
Yeah.
Even the horrible thing on Raw with Joe Hendry that did not work.
Yeah.
I still love it in a dark, twisted way in my soul.
Interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green versus
Either Julia or Lash Legend. That's going to be decided on SmackDown.
Well, that does not help.
It's not a mystery opponent. They just haven't figured it out.
Yeah. Either one of them doesn't really change the outcome of this match.
Neither of them is winning.
Although Last Legend, I would love to see in that.
Sure.
Because she's very strong.
Yeah. Eventually.
She's so strong.
And eventually as a title holder, like a full-on title holder too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I hope so.
When was the last time Charlotte Flair was women's champion?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
And that's who I'm picking. My specific answer here was Flair, I guess. Because it might as well be, this will be number 15 for her. So, could be a big one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really up in the air. It could be Flair, it could be Cargill, it could be Chelsea, you know. Chelsea's a fun
I think
character
she's
still.
fun, but I think it's kind of that Danhausen camp of like
Maybe.
You could be champion, but not like this.
But she could be, because this is interim. This is not, you're it forever. This is, you get to hold it until Rhea Ripley gets back, and then you get smashed.
Oh, is that what it is?
Essentially.
Okay.
But I don't know if that means it gets taken off of her, or if there's a match automatically between them to see who gets to keep it. But either way, that could work.
I was about to say, that makes all championships interim. Oh, they're not champion forever. Like, yeah, that's how it works.
I guess. I don't know how it works. I don't think I remember there ever being a match for like who gets to be the interim.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, I guess they have done that, right? Because then they've had like the champion come back and then both have a belt and they're both claiming to be the champion.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what's going to happen here either, but who knows? It could go in any of these directions, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's going to be Flair.
I think it'll be Flair, and then that sets up for another Flair Ripley.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we got enough of back then.
You
Like
don't
I
think
just
so?
don't.
Are you genuine? You're being
I'm not sure that we did, because I don't remember, other than that WrestleMania match, I don't remember them wrestling.
I guess. I'm fine with more. They're both fantastic talents.
And I have a hard time figuring out which of these matches I care more about, oddly enough. And It's the United States Championship match or the Heavyweight Championship match. Because I'm really excited. For some weird reason, I don't know what it is, because I was never his biggest fan, but I'm like, Baron Corbin's back.
I'm pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. I'm not. I was never his biggest fan either, but I'm pretty excited about it.
And the last 3 months of his last run, I was like, please just fire him already. You obviously want to.
So it's Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. title, and I think Corbin wins. Because why bring him back like this to have him lose his very first match? Like, if you're going to bring him back and his very first match is a SummerSlam title match, yeah, he's going to win. In the way that they have brought him back. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, because I didn't hate Baron Corbin, but there was never a part of me that was like, man, I need more Baron Corbin.
Right. I feel like he's been how I felt about the Judgment Day for a long time.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm fine with him being here. I don't really care.
Yeah. Now, once he left NXT, that was the way it was. When he was in NXT and he came out of NXT, I'm like, because End of Days to me was such a cool.
I loved him when he was in NXT, and I was very excited when he joined the main roster.
Yeah,
it just kind of once he did that washed up Baron Corbin gimmick,
Happy Corbin,
and then the Happy Corbin
Sad
after
Corbin.
that, or before that, all those were just like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
and it's not his fault. That's the writing.
He used to do this. He used to do this really cool thing where he'd get Irish whipped out of the ring, and he would slide out of the bottom rope and then slingshot himself around a ring post and slingshot himself back to the ring, and it looked so ridiculously cool because he's 9 feet tall.
Right. So yes, we're gonna see Baron Corbin holding up that fuzzy United States Championship at SummerSlam.
Trick Williams is another one of those where he opens his mouth and you're like, "That's not what I was expecting."
Right? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but hey, one of the coolest individual title belts in a while. I feel like the fuzzy
he's a
white,
lot of fun.
Never done that.
I really like
I
him.
kind of want one.
I make you one. We put fuzz on this. That's what we should start doing. We should start individualizing every time we hold it, and every time we bring it back, it's like, this is what it looks like, until it's just nothing but googly eyes all over.
We need to have that discussion about just all the different titles, like the wooden title. That that should be a discussion we have in the future.
That should be
going over them all.
Mark it. And then I guess finally the World Heavyweight Championship match, Reigns versus Rollins.
Yeah.
This match should have happened 10 years ago.
No, it did. It just hasn't happened since.
This is a better version of that, though.
I'm confused about how I'm supposed to feel about this match. I'm confused as to who's supposed to be the good guy and the bad guy. I thought going into this that they were setting Seth Rollins up to be the face who was going to be defeated by the Roman Reigns character, who is, while not as heelish as he was back then, still supposed to be this dominating figure who is putting his foot to people's necks.
Yeah.
But then they had him on Raw getting in Roman's face saying, I hope your family's here so I can watch your children cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you saying, dude? That's some horrible stuff.
You guys used to be buds. You guys used to be buddies.
I'm like, that's not stuff that the good guy in the match says. So am I supposed to really not want him to win? So I think that is what's happening. I think they're wanting you to like Roman Reigns just a little bit more for this match so you'll be happy when he wins.
Yeah.
Because, I just can't.
It's weird. I think the weirdest thing about this match to me is it's sort of, in some weird way, it's being billed as this end of an era match.
It is, yeah.
And it's like, because Seth Rollins even he's like, hey, this is probably the last time this is, we only have so many more chances to do this. And I'm like,
we're not the Young Bucks
you
anymore.
You debuted in 2013. Right.
But I mean, that's how quick it goes.
And I get it.
Yeah.
But it also made me realize oh no, that was 13 years ago.
Yeah. I think about how long many of those Attitude Era wrestlers were actually active on the WWE roster. And I'm like, I remember that being so much longer in my childhood, but it was really like 5 years.
Yeah. Stone Cold had a 5-year active wrestling.
Right. And I remember him just being the face of wrestling for like, it felt like
30
2
years.
decades. Yeah.
The Rock effectively has only wrestled for like 6 months, I think. I mean,
all told, yeah. Ever since WrestleMania 18 or whatever.
Like 98. Yeah. Well, I mean, you go like 98 to, was it 2001 when The Mummy Returns came out?
Yeah.
And then after The Mummy Returns, he'll come back for, 3 or 4 months at a time, but
yeah, maybe.
He did not have, but he packed so much into it.
Sure,
like that.
It was always a thing when he was back. Like it was a big deal.
I think Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have made me realize that like the wrestlers of the past were not nearly the workhorses we pretend them to be.
Right.
Because like,
aside from Undertaker,
yeah,
you're right.
Undertaker, Kane, Cena, there were a few of those guys, but like Rollins and Reigns, they've been wrestling the whole time. They take large SWAT, they take 3 or 4 months at a time off, but like, they've been consistent in this.
I agree.
I don't, but to your point, like, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy?
Yeah, the only reason I'm picking Reigns is, again, the same reasons I've been saying, is I think that they're building back up the bloodline for real this time, and I don't think they do that with him not being the title holder.
Oh, you say that now because I just typed Rollins next to my name. And now I'm like, oh, you're right about some things.
You can change. It's okay.
No.
Come to my side, John.
Yeah. Well, so here's what I'm going to say Reigns because we've got enough difference in here. But I'm also wondering, to your point, like, does Roman Reigns need to be champion in the bloodline? Does Roman Reigns need to be the leader of the bloodline? Or is it going to be one of these, like, Green Ranger kind of things where, like, listen, Red Ranger was the leader. We all know who the real leader was. We all know.
Well,
we all know because after Austin St. John left that show, they didn't even address it. They were just like, yeah, he's the new leader. Like, what are we going to do about it?
They firmly established that when he became the White Ranger.
Well, that's...
Then he was the leader. Before that, he was just the helper guy.
Yeah, but come on.
He didn't make no decisions.
Come on.
He got the cool shield, but, he got his own massive dragon sword, but
maybe Roman Reigns doesn't. Maybe this is how Roman Reigns takes a little bit of time off by being the wise counsel of the bloodline. He is the elder statesman, and Jacob Fatu is, Jacob Fatu or Solo Sikoa, not Solo Sikoa, but one of those guys is like, okay, I'm the leader of this group, but this is the guy I'm always going to be. This is grandfather. Like, this is what we're doing, I don't know.
Roman Reigns eventually becomes the wise man role?
I think so, thing? Yeah. I think you could easily do that, and that keeps Roman Reigns from having... He has to travel still, but that keeps him from having to wrestle so much.
Yeah, that's a decent possibility, but I'm not sure that happens now.
That's how I'd consider writing it, but also I'm not smart enough to write this, like, right.
I like this one's a bit beyond. Yeah. Because even in my thinking of how they're building up the bloodline, I don't know where they go after they do that.
Yeah.
Is it another 4-year reign?
And yeah.
I don't think so.
It is such an odd thing to think like, hey, this worked for 4 years but we broke it up, and now we're just going to put it back together and pretend in the exact same way, and we're going to pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah. And see, with factions like this too, again, I go back to like when I was thinking about the Attitude Era, like I'm thinking about the Ministry of Darkness or the corporate ministry and all this.
Yeah.
I'm like, these were like dominant things that lasted forever. And like, no, they didn't really. It was a couple years, if a year.
Yeah.
Like they went really quickly. Like Degeneration X also, like it lasted longer than it should have, but it still was only like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't super long.
We think DX though because there were so many iterations.
Yeah, they kept coming back, just Shawn and Triple H.
Yeah.
But like I'm talking about the Triple H ran DX.
Yeah.
Like just he fizzled out pretty quickly actually because they wanted him to be a main eventer by himself. I'm like, I just don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But I think Reigns still. So
Yeah, I go with
this is
Reigns.
gonna be a pretty decent.
This would be good, dude.
I feel like we've said that. I think we said this before WrestleMania too. It feels like it's been a really sloppy build to get here, but now that we're here, this seems like it's going to be a good lineup of matches. So pretty excited about it.
Well, we look forward to it, and hopefully it won't be WrestleMania before we record another show. But
I think the next one's not till October.
Okay.
When I saw the layout map, they're doing a Saturday Night Main Event in September, but not a PLE.
okay.
Unless you count, they're doing Worlds Collide, I think, but we don't really do predictions for Worlds Collide. So,
Not yet.
because we don't do, I don't watch AAA enough.
That's
to really
Pat
know.
and Sean.
Pat and Sean. But yeah, I think Money in the Bank in October is the next one. So,
Okay, sounds good, man. Well, here's our predictions, and if you don't like them, you can feel free to go over to any of our socials at 2 words and tell us.
take that opinion, roll it up real tight, turn it sideways,
And then
push
type
post.
it out. Yeah, just type it out. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Be a man. Do it. And if it is October before the next time we see you, then we will see you during the spooky season. Have school starts. You got a lot going on in your plate anyway. So, but until then, my name's John. His name's Matt. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Jermaine.